Hello and welcome. I am Whitney, the influencer, here to tell you not what to do and not to fall into everybody else's trap about buying things, maybe. I don't know. I'm sitting here thinking before I pressed the button to record this, I need to have some kind of intro. I need to have some kind of a tagline, something about what it is that I'm doing, what it is that I'm portraying, any of that kind of stuff. So still a work in progress. I literally Googled yesterday, like how to iMovie, how to how to use that, how to edit things. I don't know. We're not editing right now, so you're just gonna get what you get, because I don't know anything about editing. I'll eventually get there, so we'll see. But I was kind of thinking about what to talk to you guys about today. I am alone in the house right now. My husband and two kiddos are out of the house for a little bit. So I was like, this is a perfect time to set up this tripod that I have. See my hands? I'm not just holding my phone now. So I set up my tripod. We're working this out to see how this looks. You can see more of me. Look, no hands. So small baby steps, maybe that's what I'm all about. Anyway, so I was just thinking about what to talk to you guys about today. It started out, I talked about that I'm going to be doing this journey to the stage, and it's going to be a journey. I had talked about for months, I had been saying, I think I'm going to, and finally, just within the last month, I changed my wording to say I am going to compete, which somehow for some of us, for me definitely, it's flipped a switch in my brain. So now it's like, okay, game on. I'm tracking what I'm eating. I'm weighing myself every day, so I'm not afraid of the scale. Now, let me just tell you, some people say throw the scale away. This is a big topic in my group of women that I train with. The scale gives you a number. You get to assign your emotions and feelings about that. So for me, it means the total number is a gravity. It's literally what the earth is, how I'm pulling to the earth, basically. It's what's within that matters most. So I want to know what my skeletal muscle percentage is. I want to know what my body fat percentage is. I want to know about my bone density. I want to know everything that's making me up. That I'm consisting of, because those are numbers that I can watch to change. I really don't care necessarily about the gravity, but I know what I want to change as far as body fat percentage and maintaining or gaining some skeletal muscle. That's always important, especially as we age. I'm over 40. We start losing muscle about this time. So you have to fight the good fight to have a physical freedom in your body for the rest of your life. You know, those little old ladies and little old men you see on these commercials, or maybe in your own life, where if you've not properly taken care of yourself and maintained muscles and used your body in a certain way to challenge it, things like getting out of a chair is a challenge, and then you've lost physical freedom in your life. So that's pretty important to me. So I'm watching my stats, I'm watching my food intake, I'm tracking, I've got a macros kind of a situation that I'm following, and it's one of those things where I've worked with my coach. We found where it's a good place for me as far as I'm in a slight deficit, and I am dropping some fat percentage. That's what I want to say, because I hate the word weight, because there's, like I said, we're made up of a whole lot of stuff. So I'm dropping some fat, which is great. And I've got a ways to go. I mean, I'm 5'2", almost 5'2", somewhere between 5'1.5" and 5'2", and I'm weighing around 145 pounds. And I want to drop, as far as not just weight, but body fat percentage, I want to drop 10% body fat by the end of June. Right now it's mid-March. So I can see what my musculature looks like in my body, so I can see what I might look, what category, as far as the competition in October, what category my body type and my musculature might best fit into, and then go from there. So there's lots of things to do between now and then. Most of them are actions, my controllables, what I'm eating, what I'm doing, am I making it to the gym, am I getting enough rest, am I drinking enough water? All of those things play into that. So I've already lost, I think I started out this journey at the end of February, or I think this 25th of February, I got on the scale for my intake form with my group that I'm in, and I was 153 pounds. I had kind of eaten lots of things in January, to be honest. So I was ready to rein stuff in. And I got on the scale, and so I'm down to 145. So I'm gonna just continue in that trend to lose body fat, because I am still lifting heavy in the gym. And what I'm doing right now at the gym, this is for me. You may want to do something else. Obviously, I don't prescribe for you to do anything. I'm definitely not a doctor. I'm not a dietitian. I'm a person doing my own journey. So that's where we leave it. You make your own decisions. But I'm working out 4 days right now in the gym. I have 2 lower body days, 2 upper body days, and they're split up with a rest day in the middle and a rest on the weekend. Now, we've just started this program with this group of ladies, and we're looking more like it's a bodybuilding prep type. So mostly what we're being coached in is we're pushing our bodies, and we're lifting weights that challenge us. Of course, we want to be challenged, definitely want to be challenged. Right now, we're just starting out, so I know that we're going to move into doing some cardio, but right now we're not there. So we'll see how that goes and when that shows up and comes in. And anybody that's done any kind of bodybuilding prep, it's the whole energy in, energy out. You need to burn some calories. You got to get some things off of your body, and you can burn calories by lowering your calorie intake. And again, I'm on a macro plan that's for me, and it's working, so we're not going to mess with it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And I'm steadily coming down, but we may come to a point where that's not enough. Manipulating some of those things is not enough, and we need to add in cardio. But I would rather just do my controllables as far as my dietary choices, my nutrition is concerned, and then later, as far late as we can, add cardio. Anyway, it's going to be a journey. I don't know. We're going to find out. So that's where we are right now. Today's a rest day. Tomorrow's a rest day. My kids are out of the house. So I was thinking about house yesterday because I was listening to a podcast that was talking about people. Talking about people and their health and their wellness and that kind of thing. And I got to thinking, if you look at yourself as a house, right, or you look at others as their house, we don't know what year that was built, what year you were born, I guess you could say. So let's say I was born in 1981. So my house was built in 1981. My house was growing, developing, obviously, for several years. And if you think about some people, some folks take care of the outside of their house. Some people take care of the yard. You can equate that to their clothing and their aesthetic maybe that they have as far as what they're wearing, that kind of thing. So some people take care of the yard. Some people may even take care of the outside of the house. But we don't know, from looking outside, we don't know what's happening inside that house. It's just like if you were to go buy a house and you were like, wow, it looks nice on the outside, but you didn't know that the people that lived there were hoarders inside. Maybe they have so much stuff. Maybe they never clean anything. Maybe they, and this house might look like a nice house, but on the inside, you don't know what kind of problems you're looking at within the walls, down into the floors. How often have they cleaned stuff? Like, there's a whole gamut of things that could happen with any given house, and we don't know. So we can't necessarily look at someone and always know exactly what's happening on the inside. That's why you should never just blanket, the whole thing of having somebody and giving them a blanket plan, like the stuff that's out there. Speaking of influencer, all the influencers out there that's take this quiz, do this thing, have this, and it's just they give the same plan to every person. They don't know what's going on inside your house. So to me, you need to work personally with somebody. You need to understand yourself a lot more to be able to do that. And let's also get into that. If you were trying to repair this house, and this house has been neglected for 30 years or 25 years, whatever it might be, how long do you think it's going to take you to fix everything that's gone wrong in there? Do you think it's going to take 3 weeks? Do you think it's going to take a month? Or depending on the damage and how much is happening in there, do you think it could take 6 months, a year, 2 years? And then you also had to think about how much time and effort are you willing to put in to fix that house? What are you putting in? What time? What effort? Do you have skills that allow you to repair everything that's wrong in there? Do you know how to do all that yourself? Do you think you might want to reach out to people that know how to do some of that stuff. So it was an interesting thing when I was having this thought yesterday. I'm like, dang, that's really true. Like sometimes a house might look great on the outside, but you don't know what's going on. You don't know what's going on. And the expectation that we have, let's talk about that. Let's say your house may look nice, but you got all kind of stuff to fix on the inside, and you don't even know until you start digging to really find out what it is. So your expectation of how long that's going to take and how quick it's going to get fixed and how quickly you're going to really notice results. Y'all, we got to be realistic about this. Like, it's not going to happen quick. It's going to take real time, real effort, and you have to be patient, and you have to be diligent, and you have to keep moving forward. And you know what? You're not going to be perfectly working on that house every day. You're not. You're going to have days where nothing gets done on that house. You might have a week. You might have a holdup for some reason. But it's kind of like that. The thing that I think about when you have a car and you got a flat tire, you don't abandon the car or just sit in the car and give up. You fix the flat tire and you keep going. That's the same thing with your life. Everything's not going to be smooth. Everything's not going to be easy. And it's not going to be as fast as you want it to be all the time. And when you're repairing that house from the inside out, it's going to take a lot of time. So you have to be super patient with yourself, like 3 or 4 times longer than you think. Like a lot of people want to give up in a month. It's going to take way longer than a month if you've neglected that house for 20 years, 25 years, 30 years. You're going to take some time to repair all of that stuff, and it's going to take work. And it's going to take just desiring to do it. Like, you have to put the time in, and you have to keep moving forward. And it's the mentality. It's the mentality of, I have the rest of my life, whatever that may be, to work on that. A lot of us put a timeline on it. Oh, in 3 months this, or in 6 months that. You're still alive after that. It's keeping, you got to keep going. Your health and wellness is like your laundry. It is never done. You continually chase it and go after it. And some of you out there may not have made a decision yet to make those changes, but one of the things that in my coaching group that my coach is in, that's kind of opened me up so much, is it's like releasing yourself from an exact timeline on everything. Just keep working. Just keep learning, and don't stop. I mean, just because you had a blip and you did something or ate something, who cares that you have the whole rest of your life? It doesn't mean you throw in the towel and stop everything. It means you made a decision, let's move on. And you don't attach so much emotion to it. And that takes work, trust me, because I'm there. A lot of the ladies in that group are there, but you never give up. That's the real deal. Just never give up. Keep going. So, I think that's enough of me harping on you guys today. This video is kind of long. I'm looking, it's like 13 minutes right now. So, anyway, I hope some of this was helpful to you guys, and I hope that if your house is in order and everything's working great, that's awesome. But if it's not, and you want it to change, start. Just start. Just start looking into it, start something, start drinking more water, stop eating things that have 75 ingredients that you can't understand. If you can start there, that's like an awesome start. Maybe move your body a little bit more, get some walking in. I mean, those are like basic things. So strength training, man, telling you what, you will never feel better. Never feel better. Anyway, that's enough for today. Work on your own house, take a look at your house, see what you think about it. And I'd love to hear if this was something that helped you, or if you hated it, or whatever. So this is all an experiment to me. So I hope you guys got something out of it. And I'm so glad that you came to visit with me. And I hope to see you again. Have an awesome day.